We are live. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is Monday night. You know what that means? It is the second week in a row I've consistently, basically the best, most consistent man on the planet at going live on time every single week forever. It's 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, just friggin' nailing it, killing it, spilling it, and drilling it. Like that carpenter drilled your mom back in 75. He was a driller. She called him the hammer. Welcome in, everybody. Let's go see who was up in chat already. I just barely got this thing going tonight. I've got some issues I'm going to have to work through here in the future. Andrew Buchanan up in the house, first of all. Pre-game squad, Jamie Williams. Jason Carpentier. Andrew Buchanan says he's not doing nothing. He's grilling burgers. Burger grilling son of a bitch. Andrew Buchanan. The Cannon, Andrew Buchanan. Andrew and Jamie and just chatting it up for a bit, I see. Chatting it up. They're just talking amongst themselves. It must have been a long time before chat started. Muay Thai 23 up in the house. What's going on, brother? He said he's going to start making whiskey that uses his farts to flavor the whiskey. Not a bad idea. Probably tastes better than some of the stuff out there. That is, of course, if you diet correctly. You never know. You never know what you can do with your own body. OG Brick is in the house. What's going on, Mr. Brick? Scrolling through chat. Christopher David. What's going on, Mr. Christopher? He says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, good sir. If I'm missing anybody in chat, I'm sorry. I'm just scrolling through looking for new names. Richie Z's in the house. What's going on, Mr. Z-Man? Z-Man, ready to get her going. Still scrolling. There's a lot of people talking and chatting it up. I'll get to the bottom of this eventually here. Emily Chambers is in the house. She's chambered and ready to go. Andrew Spurrell. Like Latrell Sprewell, except less crazy. And maybe unless he is crazier than Andrew Spurrell is nuts. I imagine Andrew Spurrell has cornrows. In my head, anyway. Slade Galagio. Chris Sprague. Josh Anderson. Patrick Fulmer. Michael Klein. Will Henderson. Holy crap, Robot Scott, YL. Dude, this is craziness. This is fun. I'm so happy everyone's coming up in chat already. Don Nishida, what's going on? Jacob Enrique Iglesias is up in his house. Up in the house. Oh man, I think I got everybody. If I missed your name in chat and you have already said hello, just give me a middle finger emoji and we will get it on. Verbally. We'll verbally get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Bang a gong. Get on. Chris Sprague says, hope all is well with the Porters. Yeah, all is well. Got some big news. Big Porter news. So my wife's travel contract is up. In a couple weeks here, and we were trying to figure out where we're going to go next. And there were a couple jobs open locally around the Junkie area that we were hoping to get. But unfortunately, those jobs were taken out from underneath of us like we were fine China, and a fancy mat was pulled out from underneath of us by a magician. So that didn't happen. So I've never been east of I've never been east of like Windsor, Ontario, but not for long because we are moving for 13 weeks to a little town called Connecticut for 13 weeks. And I'm terrified because I've never been. I don't know the etiquette of Connecticut. But that's what's happening. Big news just happened today. I think I might not be fancy enough for Connecticut. I think I might be the least. I might take the fancy level of Connecticut down maybe 7,000 or 8,000 notches, maybe, possibly. It's possible. So that's what's happening in the Porter family. That just happened today. Big news. Big news out of little China. That's not right. You know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Michael Klein says, "Hey, buddy, some Peerless Small Batch." That's what he's drinking. Oh, Cooler running with a middle finger emoji. What's going on, buddy? I told you I would chat it up if you hit me with the old middle finger. So thanks for the middle finger, brother. I feel like I am overexposed. What do I do about that? I think that's a little bit better. Maybe not. Who knows? I am not going to touch stuff tonight because I realize that the camera is facing other way, this way a little bit this way, but I can't fix it because there's a mini HDMI cable that goes into the camera, kablango, and then it goes into this capture card, kablango, with like an HDMI A or like, a regular size HDMI. And the cable that came with my capture card is garbage. And it's already, after 6 live streams with this thing, already falling apart, and I already have to wiggle it in the hole to get it to, and it took me like 10 minutes tonight to get the actual image to stay on the computer. So if I go black, I'll be back. Even though that's not what they say. It'll happen. Jeez Louise. Oh boy, I'm just blabbing it on. Happy Monday, everybody. What's everybody drinking out there? Let me know in chat. What's everybody sipping now? Why else is he's in Connecticut? Am I not fancy enough for Connecticut? Let me know. Let me know, honest to goodness truth. Am I going to have to step up my game a little bit? Because I think I might need to do that. Culture shock, says Will Henderson. Probably. I am white trash, basically, and I will be going to a place where people probably don't like that, but hey, I will make them giggle with my fatness and laughability factors. Richie Z says, I have a sports betting buddy from Oregon who's a travel nurse too. Oh, no kidding. There's not too many, I don't know, not too many people out there that we've met anyway, who are travel nurses, but my wife actually just got on a Facebook group for travel nurses today. Oh, I'm stretching it out. I'm getting ready to do this thing. Let's rock and roll. Tonight, I have a blind flight. It's not really, I guess it's kind of a flight. It's a blind tasting of 7 different Chattanooga whiskey experimental collection whiskeys sent to me by the glorious, beautiful heartthrob from the early 2000s whose voice could sink a battleship that was covered in a force field to prevent beautiful voices from sinking it. It is that good. His name is Jacob Enrique Iglesias. He sent me these things. Look at the size of these sample bottles. They're like 75 ounces. 75 or 76 ounces, I believe. Andy Buchanan says never change. Okay, done. Won't do it. Won't change for nobody except for my wife, because she tells me I need to change in certain ways, and I'm going to do that. I promise. Oh boy, I'm trying to switch between screens here. Oh, also big news. Children are crazy. So much news. I got so much news to get to. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. It's the Beagle. The Beagle is back. It arrived via courier, but 700 days ago. Now, it actually showed up last week from Mr. Dixon Dedman himself, and it made it around the country in a year. A year later, it's in my hands. And this will be basically, we're going to sample this out to the channels that were participants. And then we're going to do a live stream, and we're going to auction off the remainder of the Beagle Rare bottle. If you're not familiar with the Beagle Rare stuff, there's a playlist in on my channel. I basically started an infinity bottle for the internet to build together, like a chainmail infinity bottle that Dixon Dedman from Kentucky Owl last touched before I got my greasy paws on it, and concocted a recipe from he fixed it. He fixed it. Boom, Beagle Rare, bitches. It's back. Yeah, we're gonna auction this thing off early June. Early June. Tell your friends. Can't wait. That's gonna be an awesome live stream. Josh Anderson. Mr. Beautiful Human Being Josh Anderson says he's drinking more Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye Pick and some Midwinter Night Dram Scene 7 Act 5. Oh, that Midwinter stuff is so good. So freaking good. Richie Z's impressed with the Beagle. Hells yeah. The Beagle has landed. That's right, Patrick. Oh, man. It literally went around the country, except for didn't make it all the way to Connecticut. Guess I am, though. Honest Charlie's 3 middle fingers, not going to be able to read everyone's name forever. Honest Charlie. Sorry. Honest Charlie's in the house and being brutally honest like always. YL says, Southwestern Connecticut, where I'm at, kind of lame. Northwestern corner and Northeast quiet corner are super chill. Northwest is the Southern Berkshire Mountains. Huh. I know nothing about it yet. Zero. I don't know how to spell Connecticut yet. But we will get there. On to the spinning news. The wheel is back. The wheel is back. And by back, I mean I asked for permission from the Bourbon Junkies, and they gave me permission. I said, can I use the wheel? And they said, do it. Dan said, do it. So I did it. I ordered one, and I got it. Kabongo. Any super chat $5 and up receives a spin on the old Bourbon Junkies whiskey wheel of wonderment and entertainment and whiskey. There are 10 spots on the board. If you land on a spot that says bottle, that means you will be placed into the drawing for a bottle giveaway at the end of the month. Let's say Andrew Buchanan super chatted $10. Thank you, Andrew Buchanan. Let's spin that fancy new wheel. If he were to land on Bottle Fund, he'd get 2 entries into the bottle giveaway at the end of the month because he donated 10. So every $5 increment would get you an entry into the bottle giveaway if you landed on Bottle. Moving to the right, we have Drunk Story. That's me telling you a thing or two that I probably haven't told my mom about. Maybe sometimes I've been slammered in the past. I've got a few good ones, so this one might only be on the wheel for a couple weeks until I run out of drunk stories. What town or county are you going to be in? I don't know yet. I think it's Connecticut's really small, isn't it? Around Hartford, somewhere like in the Hartford scheme of things, maybe. I don't know. In that, somewhere in there. I might be totally wrong about that, actually. I think I Googled that and it's too far away. I'll have to find out. Moving on. Shots. If you land on shots, that means I have to take a shot of this. America. Small batch bourbon whiskey. It is terrible. But I'll do shots of it if you land on shots. Thank you, Chris Martino, for the bottle of America small batch bourbon. Fund goes towards funding a brand new bottle for the channel. Sample earns yourself a sample. Maybe 2. We'll see. Sample earns a sample. And then we get to the fun stuff. Guess the hand. Heads or tails. To win a challenge coin. If you guess the hand correctly, you win the challenge coin. Or if it lands on heads or tails, I flip it. If you guess correctly, you win a challenge coin. Let's do this thing. First spin of the brand new Bourbon Junkies whiskey wheel goes to Andrew Buchanan. Let's spin it. The inaugural spin for the win. Andrew Buchanan. Guess the hand for a challenge coin. Yeah, Klein, it actually is the casino on Vegas Vacation. Okay, I have a coin in one of my hands. You've got to guess, is it the right or the left? If you guess the correct hand, you'll win a challenge coin. It's not the original Junkie's wheel. I think the Junkie's wheel maybe got broken at some point. Andrew Buchanan says left. Boom! It was in my right hand the whole time. Son of a bitch, Andrew. You almost had it, though. You almost had it. That's close. It was close. I feel kind of like an asshole, but it's a 50-50 chance. Okay, next spin for Will Henderson. Then we're going to get into the samples. Will Henderson. Bottle. Will, you get entered into the bottle giveaway at the end of the month. And Josh Anderson says, here's to my spin for a sample or a drunk story. Party on. Let's see what happens. Hartford is the capital. RIP Whalers. Central, 90 minutes from Boston. Oh, no kidding. House wins first spin ever, Klein. Josh Anderson, this is for you. Bottle. You're going to get your name put in for the old bottle giveaway. And Jacob Enriques says, spin the bad boy. Let's spin it. Drunk story. Okay. While I pour these, I'll give you guys a drunk story. And in the meantime, while I'm pouring these and telling a drunk story, I'm also going to be drinking a Michael Klein homemade bourbon. 6 months in a mini barrel, number 4 char. Haven't tried it yet. Until now. Thanks, Klein, for sending me this sample. That smells like straight sugar. Straight sugar. Oh, so we have 2 in the bottle fund. Josh Anderson and Will Henderson. Or in the not the bottle fund, I'm sorry, the bottle giveaway for the end of the month. Make a note of that. Bottle give. Will H and Josh A. This is going to be the longest live stream on the planet because we're not even into nothing yet and we're 20 minutes in. That's okay. That's okay. We're just getting warmed up. Oh, man. What is that, Klein? It smells like big time breakfast syrup. My buddy distilled that White Dog. So your buddy distilled it and you aged it in a mini barrel. No kidding. I can smell the White Dog on it a little bit, but it's hardly there. It's super sweet. Like ridiculous. Like a really sweet chocolate. Wow. That's not bad. Dude, I kind of like that for being like aged 6 months in a mini barrel. Bravo, sir. I mean, it's obviously very young. Obviously young, but super sweet and like completely, totally drinkable. That is not bad at all, Klein. Oh, drunk story. Holy crap. Almost forgot. All right. Which one am I going to go with? Well, since my ribs are still hurting, my ribs are still a bit banged up. It's Blanton barrel-aged maple syrup. Nice one. It actually kind of tastes like syrup. A little syrupy. So I fell and hurt myself last week. My ribs are still giving me lots of guff today. A week later, still giving me a whole bunch of guff. The Bourbon RN with the $5 super chat. I'll get to that in 1 second. I need to, oh my gosh, I am so unorganized. It's fine. My wife told me I need to be more organized for these things. And I said, babe, it's just not me. It's just not me. So anyway, my ribs are still hurting. And it reminds me, where'd I put my pen? Son of a goose egg. Oh, found it. Totally found it. It's right where I put it. The last time I hurt my ribs, I was, let's see, like 22 years old. So a good 13 years ago. And it was a group of friends and me. We were coming back from, I think it was a, what do you call it? A wedding reception. And hold on. What letters are these? They're all weird letters. I am the worst at talking and I'm the worst at everything. B-O-H. B-O. I should have known I shouldn't tell a drunk story while also trying to label glasses. Somebody should have told me that was a terrible idea. Because obviously can't do that. Last letter's E. All right. So anyway, we were coming back from a wedding reception, and I was totally slammered, like way drunk. Happened a lot when I was younger, in my early 20s. Kind of was a trademark of me. Just slammered, bammered Matt. Anyway, we got back from this wedding reception in the middle of the night, and the best idea, of course, is to get McDonald's every time you're drunk. Every time you're that drunk anyway, in 22. So we went to McDonald's and we pulled in the parking lot in the driveway, and I was like, I gotta pee. It was either that or I've got to puke. I can't remember which one it was. I think, is that all of them? Oh no, I'm missing a glass. Man, I'm the worst storyteller ever sometimes. Okay, so anyway, what happened was we pulled into McDonald's. I'm like, dude, I got to pee or puke or something. And it probably sounded more like, and I was in the back of a van. And I remember I got out of the van and I ran up next to the not next to the drive-thru, but kind of by the drive-thru area. And I stepped over to this hill, and I was going to go pee over this hill or puke. It was one of the two. Still can't remember. And anyway, the next thing I know, everyone's kind of like surrounding me over the top of me and they're like, dude, are you okay? I guess it wasn't a hill. It was a retaining wall. So completely slammered. And I walk up to the retaining wall. And this was like when flip phones were the new thing. They could take a video. And my friend had video of this, just the worst crappy grainy video you can imagine. But I went up to the retaining wall. He recorded me because he knew I was that drunk. Like, hey, thanks a lot for not helping a brother out. Walked up to the retaining wall, stood there like I'm going to pee, and then all you see is my back, like this, and then it goes gone, just gone. And I fell off this retaining wall, not knowing it was a ledge, and I just fell 6.5, 7 feet or more. I don't know how tall it was. It was taller than me, and I'm 5'10", used to be 5'11". It was taller than I was, straight down, just totally hammered to fall. Anyway, thought I broke my ribs. People from McDonald's came out to make sure I was okay. Not sure how they knew it happened, but it happened. I ended up sleeping with one of my friends that night because I thought I was going to die, and I was like, dude, keep an eye on me. But I broke some ribs that night, I thought, but I didn't. But anyway, yeah. 6.5, 7 foot retaining wall drop. Shh. And I was 300 pounds at the time, so ouch. Not a great thing. Okay, that's E. Man, that was the worst story ever. When I get sidetracked, I can't do anything right. Everything is sort of out of left field. Like Will Henderson. Is Will Henderson in the house? He is. He says, ouch. S. Yeah, my ribs are sore for a very long time. a super long time. 60 people in chat. Thanks everybody for coming in. Oh, I got a spin to get to also from the Bourbon RN, the registered nurse of bourbon. This one is for you, Bourbon RN. The fun. So your super chat goes towards a bottle fund. We are going to decide on a bottle that this fund will add up to, and then eventually we'll buy for the channel. I don't have any ideas yet of which bottle is going to be, but I want it to be a good one. Thank you, Bourbon RN, for that friggin' super chat. You guys are the best. Thanks so much. Richie Z says, the sound and resolution on your lives and videos are excellent, so keep that the same. I can keep it the same for my videos. My live streams, I don't have any control over that because we're moving to Connecticut, to a new Airbnb where my live stream health depends on their Wi-Fi. So I just cross my fingers and hope that what we're paying for a month of rent out there, which is wholly ridiculous, will come with at least decent Wi-Fi, hopefully. Slept with your buddy. We're not doing phrasing anymore. Well, I slept in his bed. I slept in his bed, and I was like, I want you to keep an eye on me because I think I will put a rib through a lung tonight and probably die. Yeah, thanks, Slade. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. Let's go to L. The old L. Put some ADHD whiskey challenge coins on these things. If you have ordered a challenge coin, unless you've ordered them in the last day, or no, the last 2 days, if you ordered them before Friday, they've been out in the mail. If you ordered them Friday or this weekend or today, they will go out tomorrow, just so you know. Just so you guys are all up to date on the old whiskey coins, the old ADHD whiskey coins. Thrasher says, hey, ADHD whiskey, where are you moving to? Connecticut. Hey, Chris Martino. I've got a spot on my wheel here that says, if you land on that spot from a super chat, I've got to do a shot. And that's when we got to do shots of America. Thanks, Chris, for the bottle of punishment. Hello, chat, says Jason Coates. What's going on, Mr. Coates? Oh, I should have been more prepared for this. Story of my life. Okay, so I don't know what any of these are at all. I don't know what he sent me. I don't know what I don't even know what whiskeys Chattanooga is, like what their experiments are. I have no idea what they're experimenting with. So I guess we will find out here in a hot second, or a hot couple minutes when I get these ripped off and poured. Oh, Klein just said, dude, really? When did this happen? No call, no heads up? Yeah, so you must have had me on mute or something a couple minutes ago. But I was saying that we were looking for jobs in the Bourbon Junkies Michael Klein neck of the woods, and those jobs were swallowed up in the midst of our waiting and looking. So Carissa, my wife, just got a job offer today for Connecticut. We are terrified because we've never been. It's not something we would want to do because we don't know what it's like there. And it's decent paying. It's, we had to sign a new contract here in the next week or so. So Connecticut it is, but we can always come back. And I would have called Klein, but I didn't know how late I was going to be running tonight. I barely got this stuff. We had to do some essential travel today. So we've been in the car all day. All right, these are almost poured. All 7 of them. Holy crap. Where in Connecticut? I don't even know. I think the town, I think Hartford rings a bell, but then again, I'm not positive about that. I know, Klein. I wanted to come see you guys so bad, but everything happens for a reason. I believe that, and I think that we will be in your neck of the woods soon. I hope. Hopefully, that'd be awesome. But it wasn't in the cards this time with the way the jobs lined up, and you got to go where the job offers are, I guess, when you're a travel nurse. That's what we're learning. All right, I have 7 samples lined up here, and I didn't pour a whole bunch of them because there's 7 of them, and I don't want to get too schloppered, even though it might be fun to do. Holy crap, 7 glasses is a lot. 7 is a shite ton. I guess we'll start with this one. Oh, $5 super chat from Patrick Fulmer. My cousin was a travel nurse for decades. She did most of her work in Connecticut and New Hampshire. We've never been to the East Coast at all. Like, at all. Oh, thanks, Michael. It says, we'll be bros for life and stuff does happen for a reason. ESPN Central. Oh, I should get a job for ESPN. Whammy. Oh, Will Henderson steals a home run from Cecil Fielder. Oh, Will Henderson. Tigers win 6-3. Ooh, that's different. That smells. Windsor, Connecticut, just north of Hartford, says Thrasher. Huh. Bristol is ESPN. Mike Tyson lived there. Oh. Easy coast, best coast. I've never stepped foot anywhere near that coast. This smells kind of young. This is reminiscent of Michael Klein's mini barrel. Huh. I'm getting young and sweet. That's what I can give you on this. Young, sweet. Like a Halloween toffee. Wow, that's different. What the heck? Is there beer on that? There might be some beer on there. This is A. That's got some. Wow, it's got some pepper and some funk, and some just that's a spice. That tastes like like a stout beer on the end. I wonder if they have a stout beer finish. They might. Apparently they've got a lot. Apparently they have a whole S ton. Klein texted me. Klein, you can just type in chat. But he texted me. You're moving to Connecticut? Yeah, I am. We are. June 1st is when our contract starts. So this whole setup back here, my cool brand new setup I just set up, she's gone. Slade Galage says, yes, they do. Because on the nose, I don't get any beer on the nose. And then when you first taste it, it tastes like young whiskey, and then just like a slam of like peppers, like black pepper. And I don't know what the heck. I've never tasted anything like that in a whiskey before. I texted before I typed in chat. Oh, okay. Sorry, dude. I didn't know. But then the finish of it tastes like a stout beer, like a dark beer. Wow. The question is, do I like it? I do not know. That is different. Who gave me a thumbs down, huh? What did I do to deserve? Is it because I'm huge? It's okay. I'm only going to get fatter. So take it back. There's great bourbon hunting in Connecticut. Oh, sweet. Good to hear. $5 super chat from Tim Evans says, for bringing back the wheel. $5 super chat. Thanks, Tim. Let's give it the old spinneroo, shall we? Tim Evans. Spinning it up. Fun fund. That goes towards the bottle of that we'll choose at a later date. So thank you, Tim Evans, for that. It's the Bourbon Junkies called it a bottle fund. I called it a fun fund because who knows? I might not limit it to bottles. Maybe other goofy fun stuff too. But thank you so much for that super chat, Tim. I appreciate it very, very much. Very much so. 2 thumbs down. And yeah, plenty more sounds where that came from. You and your family should be comfy in Connecticut. Cheers, Matt. Thanks, Richie. I will be so comfortable. I plan on wearing wool slippers and socks and leggings. Wool leggings. But yeah, so that first Chattanooga experiment was quite the experiment. H smells a little more not quite as young. 2 turds in the bowl. Oh, someone changed their thumbs down to a thumbs up. Oh, I love you. I love you. So nice. This one's more of a cornbready. A cornbread with corn in it. Have you guys ever had that at Golden Corral? They bake the cornbread and then they leave the corn in it because they love people like me who love stuff like that. Connecticut has the most trees per capita. Really? Bill Hunter says, might as well go for 2. Going for the double. Oh, wow. What the heck? That tastes smoky. Whoa. These experiments are experimental. Good grief, gravy. Oh, I do not know if I like that a lot. Wow. H is potent. Oh, with an emphasis on the potent. I can only taste a heavy smoke of some sort of wood. It's like, it's not really a peaty, like a scotch. It's more of like a, wow. What the heck is H? That is so unique. And that is packed full of flavor. Oh, when I breathe in through my nose, I can smell smoke. That's strange. That is strange. Klein says, I'm in Boston and New York a lot once the quarantine is over, so I'll visit you. Yes, that is a promise, because you just promised it. Wow. H is heavy on the old smokeroo. Man. Will Henderson, thanks for the super chat. And here's your spinneroo. Sample. Will Henderson, you want a sample? So, I've got a whole slew of this Chattanooga whiskey. Tell you what, you, after this is all over, tell me 2 samples that you want from this whole rundown here, and from Mr. Enrique Iglesias to me to you, I will spread the love, and you will get 2 Chattanooga whiskey samples of your choosing. Mr. Will Henderson, Unique New York. Where's my water at? Found it. Wow, that was... H was a smoke bomb from Smoketown. in the smokehouse. Well, Anderson says, just give the two that don't suck. Well, I think that these are all going to be just, you have to tell me which ones you want, because realistically, these are all going to be so different that they've got to please different people's palates. So far, like A more than H. Giving the old spinneroo, making this Chattanooga whiskey a dizzy whiskey. Flavatown. Oh, that smells different. I'm going to say that every single one of these times. This smells different. What is that? That smells like a pencil. Like a number 2 pencil. In a sharpener. A pencil sharpener. Mixed with peanut, not a peanut shell, or the peanut skin. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe the pencil shavings pencil, and then like it reminds me of like a peanut skin. Huh. I guess we'll chase this one. Oh. What the heck? Take it right across the top of Connecticut, like Route 44, absolute country heaven. We'll do that. Because we're a travel nurse family. Thrasher, $5 super chat, says, welcome to the East Coast. Thanks, dude. We're out there. What the heck? Whatever is an S. What is that? That? I don't want to be mean. Did you send me piss? The cat piss? Do you not like me? I thought you liked me. When I find out what S is, I don't. If S says my piss, I will be like, yep. But there's some alcohol on it, so. Now, okay. Okay, I can't smell that anymore. Sorry, dude, I love you. Thank you for sending me samples. But after I realized that it tasted like piss, now if I smell it, I want to throw up because it smells like I just drank piss. Dude, you says, is that piss? I need to put the cap back on it. Okay. In all honesty here, I took a sip and my initial reaction was like a gaggy reaction. And I was like, just drink. Then that went away. Like it wasn't that bad anymore. And I was like, okay, it's gone. And I was like, it's still lingering. Well, what does it taste like? What does that taste like? I've never tasted piss either, Slade, but you can, like, when you drink something that you associate with what it smells, you kind of like, you might realize that might be what that is. And that might be what. Oh, that smells so sour. Okay, so notice he hasn't answered me when I said, did you send me piss? He just said, ha 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 ha. When I go back and I smell it again, it smells like urine. Unless they bottled it, no, it's not piss. Okay, like people send me stuff, and I assume that everybody is super nice and that I love them and they love me. But I can also see why some people might just hate my guts and decide to send me some piss. So I thought maybe that's what happened. But I'll take your word for it, and I will assume it was just not their best experiment. It could be really barley malt heavy. I don't want to smell it again. Not gonna. Learn my lesson. Learn the old lesson on that one. So, S is in last place. S is not something I really enjoy a ton. It is not my favorite. Thrasher says, I work in New York City and would love to meet up and have a drink or three. Heck yeah, let's friggin' do it. Yes, Chris Martino. Hells yeah. Sorry for doxing you. Apologize for saying your real name. Don't mean to do that. I can't help myself sometimes. It's just what I do. And I need to spin the wheel for you, Thrasher. The wheel for Thrasher goes a little something like this. Fun. That's the third time in a row. Next, okay. If the next one's on Fun, then I need to maybe figure out what's going on with this wheel because there's 10 spots. And it shouldn't have landed on Fun 3 times in a row. But it did. And this is the first time we've spun the wheel. So I'm assuming that it's okay. But if it lands on Fun one more time, we're gonna have to maybe kick it. Maybe we'll kick it a little bit. Again, the Fun just goes towards a bottle for the channel. So thanks, Chris Thrasher, for the old super chat. All right, so S is in last place, easily in last place. Now we are nice and lubricated in the mouth. Chattanooga is malt heavy. Well, the first two didn't taste quite like that. Are you sure that's random? Well, that's the thing with random. You can never really tell. Yeah, I assume it's random, but I guess we'll find out. Andrew Buchanan, $5 super chat. You need to take a sip of Mayor Pingree you have hiding behind you to fix your palate. This guy? Yeah, probably just to fix the palate a little bit. Sure. I'll put it in the old ADHD whiskey wobble glass, available now. Link in the description below, or how to do that. The wobble glass is pretty awesome. Actually, my favorite glass I have now. A little Pingree never hurt anybody. Not anybody at all. Sam from iWhiskey She Wines gets a heavy barley note from that she just calls yellow. Maybe it's yellow. But I have a hard time thinking that if Sam thought it tasted like piss, she wouldn't say anything. Or she'd say it for sure. So this is the wobble glass I got. It's pretty friggin' sweet. It spins and twirls and wobbles. If you guys are interested in picking up one of those, I just ordered a case on Saturday. And guess what? Just found out I'm moving to Connecticut today. So if you guys order some glasses, it'll help me not move a case of glasses across the country. I'm an idiot. I do some stupid things like order a whole case of glasses before I sell half a case. Just bad ideas. But guess what? I'll get some good ones too. Oh, that Pingree is like a million times better than almost anything on the planet. Anything. She twirls and swirls and spins and swirls. She does that because she's a wobble glass girl. Did I miss something? Oh, I need to spin for the old $5 super chat from Andrew Buchanan. Who said what to Bourbon Junkies? Who said what to him? What's going on, Dan? Thanks for coming into the old live stream where I'm drinking 7 Chattanooga whiskeys, and the first 3 aren't exactly the best things I've ever drank. One of them being urine. Just saying. But you're in for a treat because I'm about to spin the wheel. The wheel of Bourbon Junkie Whiskey Fun and Entertainment. This is for Andrew Buchanan. Andrew Buchanan. Are you serious? Okay, no. That's 4 times in a row it's landed on that. How is that possible? I'm spinning it again. It's got to be something different than that. Your name will be entered into the bottle giveaway at the end of the month, Mr. Andrew Buchanan. Thank you for the super chat, friend. Thank you so friggin' much. Make a note of it. Make a note. Andrew Buke. The Cannon I wrote. I just wrote the Cannon because I know who that is. I know who that is in my sleep. The Cannon is Andrew Buchanan, literally. Oh, he says I was moving to BFE. Yeah, moving to Connecticut. It's a lot of C's and T's. For 13 weeks. Who knows where we're going to go after that. But when I leave, I will be talking with a Boston accent. And if I don't, then send me back. Bill Henderson says, not sure I won the best samples, bro. I still have 4. There's still 4 left, including this one. There's got to be some good stuff in here. And I'm not going to lie. If I don't like any of them, I'm just not going to say I like them because what's the point of that? I appreciate the heck out of Jacob for sending me these. But I'm not going to lie and say that they're tremendous if I don't think that they are, because why? And so far, none of them have been tremendous. But I still thank you very much, Jacob, for sending them. $25 for $3.75. Not sure what you're talking about, Wallace. People in Connecticut speak with a New York accent. Well, I'm bringing some Upper Peninsula of Michigan up to Connecticut. They will love that. Just don't become a Pats fan. The only pat I'm a fan of is patting my wife on the ass. Before she slaps me. A whiskey gypsy. Yeah, it's weird. This is like my 4th set because I've been moving all over the place. Okay, E is also spicy and peppery. It's different. It's a little bit sweet on the end, but not really sweet. These are all. I think I know what the barley note is that you guys are talking about now. I think it's like a really, what I would consider to be a dark, deep back of the tongue. It's almost like I want to say it's almost like an oakiness, but it's not. Hartford area is more Boston, not New York. Oh boy. Can't wait. I'm going to get out of the car and be like, what did you just say? What'd you say? I don't understand anything from anybody up here. They won't understand me either. I mumble and I have a stupid Yooper accent. That's okay. They'll figure it out. Stopping in to say, hey, can't stay, but we'll catch the replay tomorrow. Cheers. Thanks, Daniel Kerber. I say that Daniel Kerber has Kerber appeal. He looks good from the street. All right, so E. I think I like E better than A. So far, my order goes from favorite to least. E, A, H, and S is way off somewhere doing something. And it's not good at all. Wow. The ocean is nice. Yeah, I've never seen... The only ocean I've ever seen is in Florida. Don't even know if it's the same ocean, so... I think it is. Yeah, we're going to go with the same ocean. It's all Yankeeville to this Bama boy. All right, we're moving on to letter L. Tried one of the Bourbon Junkies Chattanooga bottles. Nose was 100% dead ringer for Capri Sun. This smells more like khakis than a fruit juice pouch. Did you mean it was 100% dead ringer for Capri's Sun? Because that's what it smells like. It smells like pants. This was maybe my favorite nose so far on L. 64 people in chat. Thanks everybody for coming in. I appreciate all of you so much. Oh, that's good. Huh. L, E, and A kind of remind me a lot of each other, but it must be like a high barley sort of note that I'm getting because they're all sharing the same characteristic. H and S, not so much. They share a characteristic of something I do not want to drink at all. Let's do a little H2O. So good. The water is fantastic. Love it. Love it to death. The water. All right. So now we're going on to letter O. Oh, I hope this is better than L, E, A, H, and S. They call their bourbon Tennessee High Malt. Yeah, I've been interested. I've almost ordered their cask strength Tennessee whiskey a couple times, the 111, but I just haven't pulled the trigger. Richie Z says, do the Flintstones vitamin notes from Dickel bother you? To be completely honest, my dad drinks Dickel, so the last time I had actual George Dickel was at his house, and it was on the rocks. And obviously, I couldn't get anything on the nose with that. The only George Dickel distillate that I have here is a Pursuit series, and it's a 10-year Dickel source stuff. And I didn't get any Flintstone vitamin on it, but I was trying not to think about that when I was smelling it or tasting it. But I don't know, it's a pretty prominent note, people say, so I'm guessing that I'll probably pick it up eventually. The Scary Peeper, I'm late, buddy. He didn't even call me buddy. He said butt. I'm late, but happy to be here. Cheers, Matt. And all my bourbon friends. Okay. O is really, oh, wow. Fruity? Dare I say fruity? I like O so much. O is definitely my favorite nose. It's like a It's like a gummy bear. This is like a gummy bear on the nose. Maybe this is a Capri Sun. Maybe this is a Capri Sun you're talking about, Mr. Spragoose. I said gummy bear. You said Capri Sun. That's pretty close. Oh, wow. That's really good. Okay. Whatever that experiment was a good one. Nailed that one. O is on a completely different playing field than the rest of these here. There's a note in all of them that's like a hard to accept note. That doesn't even taste like. That tastes completely different than the rest. But why? I know that they make a gin finished in bourbon barrels, but I don't think that's what that is. Because I don't think that's gin. I think that's not gin. But it's really good. O is really good. O is worth its weight in gold. Favorite spaghetti sauce, Mr. Spragoose? Oh, if you say anything other than that one I'm thinking about that I can't think of the name of, you're wrong. Prego? Why can't I think of the name of it? It's not ragu. It's prego. Is it prego? Is that the name of it? Is it prego? Bourbon finished in Capri Sun silver bags. Added citrus notes. This one's also sweet. A little bit of spice. A little bit of cinnamon on this one. Some cinnamon. Like an apple cinnamon. This is like an apple cinnamon, like an apple crisp. Definitely, yeah. An apple crisp. That's letter B. And B is back to having the same characteristic note that I'm not used to in a whiskey. Now, you said it's barley. I'm not quite sure if that's possible or true or not, but I like B. B's good. It's definitely not O. And maybe I like O because O is so different, but it's super sweet. L. I like L more than B. Wow, this is weird. E is so weird on the nose. I'm not a fan of E. Yow. Yowzers. Okay, I need a break. Oh, man. Is this spelling something? No, he said that he just put random letters on the bottles. Unless it does spell something. OLBAEHS. Schlob? Schulba. I think he's calling me a slob. I don't disagree. Oh man, these are really interesting, and these are all way outside of my realm of comfort. I have never had anything like these. I will not take another sip of S because I think that he peed in a cup. Oh my god, it does. Does it spell piss? No. Oh my god, does it say bladder? No. Blah. I don't know. I'll try E again. Wait, no. Did I just try E? I think I just tried E and I wasn't a huge fan. I'll try A. Nope. I'm I can't even talk. I was trying to. I might have liked the Scotch, peated Scotch flight more than this. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry. What the hell do they do to these things? Brrr. Oh, my eyes are watering a little bit. Did I just taste E or did I taste A? I think I tasted A. Nope. I am not the biggest fan of these at all. That's all right. Holy smokers. That's fine. We'll push through. You're being tortured. I'm not. See, the problem is I am 92% sure that Jacob, Enrique, and Iglesias sent these to me out of kindness to be nice. And I honestly came into this thinking that these were going to be all really good and different and unique. And they're different and unique, okay. All right, but they're not that good. Which one did I say tasted that had the beer finish on? ADHD literally picked me the best two, bro. Yeah, I'll send you the best two, and I'll send you something else also with it, because yowzers. Which one was the first one I sipped that I thought had a beer finish on it? Was it H? It might have been H. I thought that. Okay, so after 7, let's be honest here. After tasting 7 here side by side, the palate is kind of funky and not really working properly. So I'm gonna have to come back to these individually on my own time and see if I enjoy them more. Probably won't. I will. Probably not. But I might. A lot of those might just be young and not that good. I didn't do a lot of research on these, but I think that they are aged like, man, I think is it 2 years? Are they aged 2 years and then finished in a different barrel? I don't know. I didn't want to do a lot of research because I wanted to be surprised on what these were. This might be the beer one. I think it was. I think H was the beer one. Whew. You always hope you're going to like it more later. Oh, man, what is... that was a smoky one. H was a smoky one. What am I talking about? That wasn't the beer one. That was a smoke show. Which one was the beer? Which one did I taste first? E or A? Or B? Oh, I gotta place these in the order in which I like them, because I have to. I can't wait to find out actually what they are, because I want to see like what the hell they did to these things. Okay, after H, A is pretty good. Yeah, okay, so my palate as far as Chattanooga whiskey, Tennessee is concerned, it is basically kaput. There are 2 losers. There are 4 not my favorites, and then there's one that's really good. So I'm going to open up the old envelope to see what exactly we're working with here. Actually, this is a great time. I'm going to taste the Michael Klein White Dog finished in a mini barrel after these to see how it compares. It's pretty. Okay. The youngness comes out on that now. Oh, that's too big of a drink. Got some of that White Dog on there. But realistically, Klein, your medium barrel experiment basically hangs right in there with the old Chattanooga Whiskey Company. I need to drink some good whiskey after this. Because holy cow, I'm so sorry, Jacob. I think Jacob left and left a thumbs down. Oh no, he left and left a thumbs down. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to. I feel like a jerk saying that I don't like him. I do, because that's like you spend a whole buttload of money buying these whiskeys and sending them. Oh, I know he's here. He says Matt may not recover. Dude, thanks for being okay. I thought you left. I thought you were mad at me and left. Thank goodness he didn't. Got the old envelope. It's a thick gal. It's 2 C's, this envelope. Klein says he's not a fan of Chattanooga either, which is pretty surprising because after last week's live stream with the samples that Klein sent me, after I placed them and then I went upstairs to my beautiful wife, we sat on the couch to watch TV. My phone rang, and it was Michael Klein, and he said that the way I placed them, the order was wrong, that my palate was trash, and that it reminded him of Sean's palate. So I'm surprised that you also don't like this. I guess we share a trash palate, don't we, Klein? Oh. No, sir, right here. Hey, some we tried together, man. Oh, sweet. Okay, we're gonna go from last place to first place. Will Henderson says, damn. Yeah, Klein was brutal. He got on the phone with me and he was like, I don't think you have what it takes to do this professionally or even as a hobby. I think that you are better suited being a bus driver who just opens and closes doors for people. Klein said that if I didn't get a better palate, that he would mail me a shovel to dig my own grave and I could just bury myself because he was that disappointed in me. And I said, that's pretty incredible because shipping a shovel would be very expensive. My phone just buzzed. It was. It was my wife. She wants me to give her cuddles. we're having a crazy day here at in the Porter family. A crazy day where we found out we're moving across the country and we're stressed out. We need cuddles, and I will give myself cuddles because I'm stressed, and anybody else who needs them. Pretty scared. It's like, what do we do in Connecticut? I don't know. No idea. What did Will Henderson say that got a wow from Bourbon Junkies? Sean's palate is better than Dan's. No. Don't you. Me and Will Henderson were tight. But I've been Team Dan since day one, and Fire Sean since day BC 476,000 BC. Because Fire Sean and because Fire Sean. And rehire and hug Dan because Dan needs some support. His palate has gone off of a retaining wall. Dan's palate has gone off of a 7-foot retaining wall, and it hurt its ribs and could use a friend to sleep with tonight. So be nice to Dan. Don't listen to Klein. He won't start a channel. Matt hallucinates when he drinks too much. Like when I drink a half a bottle of Old Forester single barrel. Boom roasted. Boom roasted. Let's find out what these are. Thrasher says America. Not drinking this unless I have to. By the way, Dan says he's back. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad, Dan, because you were kind of worried. I thought maybe it was the cigars or maybe it was dad brain because you have the second child and then your brain kind of fizzles. But I won't drink this unless I have to, Thrasher. Sorry to say. It says America's finest bourbon whiskey made with pure American grains. And it is a lie from people who I love. They're veteran. This is a veteran-owned company who made the worst bourbon on the planet. And they swear that it is the best. Not exactly true. Okay. Oh, sweet. Dan was on point. Good. Now Dan just has to do it on camera. Okay, still looking for last place. Still looking for last place. Still looking for last. It's not even on here because it's piss. He literally put piss on there. What we do in Connecticut? Hammonasset. What does that say? Hammonasset Beach, Gillette Cost, Sleeping Giants. I have no. Okay, well, if you guys do that in Connecticut, I won't know what to do because I can't read that. Hammonasset Beach, Gillette Costa, Sleeping Giant State Park for starters. I will Google those. Adam Chapman says, Skull. That's a different language, but I am on board. Adam Chapman, this spin of the Bourbon Junkies Whiskey Wheel of Fun, Entertainment, and Whiskey is for you. Drunk story. Drunk story. I was with my friends in a van traveling back from a town 30 miles away. I think all my drunk stories have to go with P. Ham on ass at beach. Ham on ass. It's a good beach. Gillette Castle. Okay. We'll figure it out. I was on my way back from a town about 30 miles away, totally shwasted. And I requested that we stop the van so I could urinate. And they did, down the road a little ways, at a carpool parking spot. And this is the middle of nowhere. Literally, most people in this chat don't even know what the middle of nowhere is. I'm talking like it's basically the middle of the woods. So I get out and I pee and then I trip and fall. And I get back up and I get in the van. And as we're driving back down the highway, somebody in the front seat turns around and says, "Matt, did you pee your pants?" And I was like, "No, I didn't pee my pants. We just went pee, but he stopped to go pee. What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Dude, you peed your pants." And I'm like, "I did not." I was like, at the time, probably 21, just so we know. I was like, "I didn't pee my pants. Leave me alone." Because I don't like being teased, because I've been teased my whole life. And he was like, "No, dude, you peed your pants." And I'm like, "I did not." And I was like, "Do you want me to?" Maybe I peed on my pants. I peed when we stopped to pee, I peed on my pants. So maybe I peed on my pants. And he was like, "No, dude, look at your pants." And I'm like, "Yeah, literally I peed on them." And he's like, you peed in them." And I was like, "I did not." I was like, "I'll prove it to you, because when I unzip my pants, I will look and my underwear will be dry." And then I unzipped my pants and I said, "Maybe I am wearing pee pants." Because maybe I was. That was a drunk story. I think I just peed on them, though. Pretty sure. Richie Z says, "What a fun life. Cheers, brother. If peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis." This story happened last week. No, it happened like 14 years ago, but feels like last week. Where is S? Literally no S? Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, they're okay. It's backwards. I was going through these backwards. All right. S, and the one that I think tastes terrible, like urine. Like I thought that he peed in this glass and sent it to me, and I will not take another sip because I might not throw up. Batch 12, mead barrel finished. Yellow corn, rye malt, honey malt, caramel Munich malt. Aged 2 years. Aging barrel, toasted and charred oak, 53 and 25 gallon. Finished in a heather honey mead barrel for up to 8 months. Heather honey mead barrel. What do you mean? You peed your pants? Peed on my pants. Okay. You know what's really weird? Okay. This is really funny. Okay, now that I smell this smells like pure honey. But I double dare you to go smell honey and think that it smells like piss. Because honey can smell like piss if you think it's piss. Now I feel really stupid because it smells like pure honey, but also it doesn't smell good. No. I do not like it. What the hell? Wow. To me, it's so honey forward, it's hard to drink, but urine taste I don't get. Not my fave. All right. If you have that open, if you have it, just smell it and think piss. I promise you'll be like, oh. I promise you. Oh. That is honey. Maybe I don't like honey. Ryan Parker, $5 super chat with the wheel spin. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Heads or tails? Ryan Parker, to win a challenge coin, all you got to do is get it correct. Heads or tails? Oh, by the way, Heads is the ADHD whiskey logo. Tails is the totally legit neighborhood spirits competition double gold. Winner, winner, chicken dinner side. Heads, logo, tails, spirits competition. Honey can smell like piss if you think it's piss. I guess I did say that. And it's true, though. It's totally true. Richie Z peed his pants as a 5-year-old in a Long's drugstore, and memory never left. I have photographic memory. Ryan Parker says heads. Those tails. Is this a bad way to do this? Because I feel like the house won twice tonight. Is that mean? He had a 50% chance, so it can't be mean. I flipped it, I slapped it, and it was tails. I can't take it back now. Maybe if people dislike that and think that it's stupid, I'll change it. But I feel like that's what happened. So that's what we're sticking with. In second to last place. Not good luck on the heads or tails. Second to last place was H. Thank you for the super chat, though, by the way. Thank you so much. H, which I wasn't a fan of, was Scottish style high malt. Okay. This was the one I said tasted like smoke, I think. It's not mean, it's entertainment. Hell yeah, entertainment. Ryan Parker says, I dislike. Yeah. The one I said tasted like smoke was Scottish style high malt. 102 proof. Do I count as people? You count as a person. Ha. Corn peated malt. Oh, it is peated. Ha! It's peated. Who the hell? I was right about that at least. Honey malt. Golden naked oat malt. Aged 2 years, 6 months. Barrel, new 53-gallon, number 3 char plus toast. Finishing barrel, an Isla Scotch barrel. I disliked the honey barrel so much that I said the peated Scotch barrel was better. That's it happened on tape or internet tape, whatever you call it. So H. H also not my favorite. Oh boy, we got 2 super chats here. Let's do one more, then I'll get to 2 super chats. In 1, 2, 3, 4. In 5th place was the letter A. A was upside down, and A is Tennessee double malt. (102 proof), yellow corn, floor malted corn. What the hell does that mean? Floor malted corn. Wheat malt, caramel wheat malt, rye malt, caramel rye malt, and caramel. Aged 2+ years. So it's a Tennessee double malt. Wow. Wow. Zazow. Holy crap. Jacob Enrique Iglesias says, wasn't a huge fan of it myself. Matt, are you auctioning off samples of the Beagle bottle or even the bottle? I definitely want to bid. Yeah, Richie. So the Beagle's back, in case you guys missed it. The Beagle's back, and I'm waiting on some sample bottles to show up from the old Amazon because I thought I had enough, but I don't. So I'm sending out a 1 ounce sample to every channel and every podcast that was involved with Beagle Rare. So Bourbon Junkies will get announced. Friggin' Bourbon Saint will get announced. Mash and Drum will get announced. It's Bourbon Night will get announced. Perry from My Bourbon Pod, blah, blah. All those guys will get announced. And then from there, I will pour the rest into a smaller bottle, either a 375 or 200 milliliter properly labeled Beagle Rare bottle. And then we are auctioning off at the beginning of June. We are auctioning off the remainder of the Beagle Rare, and then this empty bottle will come with it as well. So it'll be at least 200 milliliters of Beagle Rare in a smaller bottle, along with this empty bottle and some other goodies. Pretty cool. So I don't have a date set in stone yet, but it'll be the beginning of June because we're moving to friggin' Connecticut. And yeah, I need some time to move. Oh, I've got 2 spins. What did Dixon put in it? He has not given me a full list yet, but I know for a fact that he put in that bottle a Beaumont in Weller Full Proof. And, oh man, I don't want to be wrong about this because I just talked with Dixon on the phone just the other day, a couple days ago, and he told me that I'm pretty sure what it was so he blended barrels for Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 1 and 2. And what I think he told me was that he had some remaining remainders from those barrels that he blended with batches 1 and 2. So like the barrels he blended together, he put some of those barrels into Beagle Rare from Kentucky Owl's Bourbon Batches 1 and 2. I want to get I'm 99% sure that's what he told me. So we'll double check on that. But I think there's some other things too. He's going to give me a full list. This is for Don Nishida saying, let's take a spin. Don Nishida gets added to the bottle giveaway. The bottle giveaway at the end of the month. We're doing a bottle giveaway. Don Nishida gets his name entered into the drawing. If I could find my pen, I would write it down. I'm terrible at the pen thing. I need a tether. Oh, it's on the floor. Found it. I found it on the floor. I got it. Don Nishida. Gotcha. All right. This is for Andrew Page. Sample. Andrew Page, you will get a sample from tonight's flight. I will be sending out, you can pick up to 2 of these that you want to try from the Chattanooga whiskey. And I would recommend probably picking O or L, especially O. Matt, do you have the full list of who added what to the Beagle bottle? Yeah, I do. I can glassbottleoutlet.com for super cheap sample glasses. Oh, well, good to know. Is it cheaper than the old Amazon? Yeah, I do have a full list of what was added to the Beagle bottle. I'll just have to add Dixon's edition whenever I have that full list. Whew. Nope. That's a little bit better. I think E is the beer barrel finish, like the port beer. Where did I put my things? Geez, I put the old spinneroo on top of my list here. So E. Here it is. Wrong about that. E is Tennessee Double Barrel. Yellow corn rye malt, caramel rye malt, honey malt, cherrywood smoked malt. Aged 2+ years. Barrel new, 53 gallon, number 3, number 4, charred, plus toast. Yellow corn rye malt, caramel rye malt, honey malt. What is honey malt? YL says, off the top of your head, who added the best to it? 48 cents ish per sample bottle, depending on size. So that's really good. I should have got my sample bottles from glassbottlethings.com or whatever Dan posted. I'll have to make a note of that. Top of your head, who added the best to it? That's really, that's really hard because, Dixon added some friggin' distillate from Owl batches 1 and 2. So that's crazy. The Junkies added E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, which is really good stuff. Oh, geez. Like, who added the absolute best? Well, the Scotch Test Dummies added Booker's Rye to it. Scott from the Scotch Test Dummies had an ounce of Booker's Rye left. And I've never had Booker's Rye, but from what I understand, it's like pretty hard to come by and like you might want to drink it. But he just sucked it up and poured it into Beagle Rare, which was pretty crazy. And I don't want to sample or like I don't want to rule anybody out because like off the top of my head, it's hard for me to remember exactly what was put in there. But I think that maybe the Booker's Rye was made. Oh, they also added Hazmat George T. Stagg. I think they also added a Hazmat Stagg along with that, which is crazy. Dan and Sean did not add Pingree. Bourbon Sane added Pingree. Dan and Sean added E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Yeah, Bart drank right from that bottle back there. All right, let's see. B came in third place. So B is a Tennessee High Malt. Wow. That's a malty bitch. Yellow corn, rye malt, caramel rye malt, honey malt. Aged 2+ years. Finishing barrel, 1816 straight bourbon casks. Release date, August 2017. Oh, I don't know why I placed that one higher than the other ones. Wow. I think I liked L. So that leaves... What the hell? What did I say A was? Oh, okay. I already got the A. That leaves L and O left. So L has a good nose. Oh, that's why. Yeah. It's got a little bit of that high malt funk to it, like the but it finishes really good and sweet. It's a rum barrel finished. So the rum barrel finished, yellow corn, wow, 10 varieties of specialty rye. 10 varieties of specialty rye, wheat and barley malts. 2 years, 8 months, toasted in charred oak barrel, number 3, number 4, 53 gallon. That one's pretty decent. Keith Davis says, are your ribs feeling better? Not exactly. They hurt pretty bad. They're feeling a little bit better every day, though, which is decent. But no, they're still hurting like a bitch. Like a bitch punched me in my ribs with a car. Booker's Rye, easily most insane bottle added to the Beagle, not knowing what Dixon added. Also, Glass Bottle Outlet is what people buy in Amazon, but they are cheaper on their site. Dan with the knowledge. And Jacob Enrique Iglesias says he figured the rum would be number one. Not true. Number one is O. And O is fantastic. What is O? Oh, obviously. I said it tastes like I smelled it tastes like a gummy bear. So my favorite by a long shot, like by a very long shot. I'm smelling some of these like right here. There's a whole roll of them right there. I'm smelling them and I'm not happy about it. My favorite by a long shot is the maple syrup barrel finished. 102 proof, yellow corn, rye malt, sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes? They made that out of sweet potatoes? I can taste that. Maple syrup. Maple syrup is in the mash bill? I'll take it. Aged 2+ years, toasted in charred oak, 53 and 25 gallon. Finished in a grade A maple syrup barrel for 8 months. Release date October 2019. From the Sugar Shacks of New Hampshire, this experiment deconstructs and reconstructs our bourbon mash bill to include sweet potatoes and maple syrup. After aging for up to 3 years in new charred white oak barrels, we then finish this whiskey in maple syrup barrels for 8 months. Serve with a stack of Johnny cakes. Tasting notes: pancakes and syrup, roasted pumpkin, and toasted marshmallow. Soft and sweet with maple candy finish. I would say that out of 7 experiments, 2 were successful and 1 was a huge success. That was a maple syrup. Maple syrup barrel finish was phenomenal. That was really good. And Jacob says it's damn good in my opinion. Dude, that's really good. I love syrup. Are you planning a birthday live? Well, I'm planning on 2. Okay, so I did a birthday live and my birthday's in November, so it's a long time from now. And that was a total disaster that almost ended my Whiskey Tube channel altogether. But I'll do another one this year and I will tame it down a lot. I also plan on doing a live stream when my channel turns 1 year old, and that'll be in October. So my channel almost lived for 1 month before it got shut down by my spouse and by my habits of drinking too much. So that didn't happen, thankfully. Learned to tame it down a little bit. But yeah, there'll be a birthday stream for sure. Wow. L. If you guys watch my live streams, I normally just polish off these glasses like pretty hard and heavy. Not this time. This time is wow. I'll drink the O for show. And maybe I will add all these to my infinity bottle and destroy it. I need something good after that. What should I drink that's good? We'll finish the night off with one good pour. That maple syrup stuff is good, though. And then I will call it a night and sign out until next week. Also, tomorrow, I have my review of Old Fitzgerald 15-year will be out tomorrow. I think that's coming out about noon tomorrow. Oh. Andrew Page says, destroying infinity balls is something I'm really good at. Leonard says, do you have my address? I think so. I I think you got a challenge coin, right? If that's the truth, then I do have your address. This will finish off the night. This is the 15-year-old Fitz from Daniel Carter himself. I didn't see him in chat tonight. Has anyone seen DC? Where's DC at? Son of a bitch. I missed that guy. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. This cork is in there so good. America. Oh, Fitz 15. In the wobble glass. That wobble glass is badass. And cork back in. Oh, it's a fat cork. So what I did was high malt stuff is different for sure. Some hit, some don't. I've never had any high malt stuff. That's the first high malt stuff I've had. And wow, incredible. Yeah, where's Uncle Buck at? Where's Uncle Buck? Where's DC? What the hell? Did Michael Klein leave too? Michael Klein just left because he's so Michael Kleining tonight. Unreal. Unreal that Michael. Oh, wait. I think someone actually needed a spin. Andrew Buchanan needs another spin. That's right. You got to remind me of these things. What is a wobble glass? I'll show you. I'll show you like this. I'll show you like this. And if you like it, it's available for purchase because I have a whole friggin' case of them I got to sell. But I actually love, this is my favorite glass I have. It fits in my hand really well. It actually noses really well. But here's the thing. The wobble glass has a little point on the bottom. And it sits on a table and it tilts. And when you drink it, it just kind of wiggles and wobbles. And when you drink, you kind of spin it. When you drink, you kind of like flick it when you drink. It. Listen, I have ADHD. I do. So this is like a fidget spinner for whiskey. It literally is. Look at it go. Look at it go. And then, so it wobbles and it twists, but also it spins. You can spin the crap out of it, actually. I'm on like a weird table, so I don't want to be too weird, but look at it. Look at it. I almost lost that one on top of my microphone. But she spins really well, actually. She spins, she twists, she twirls, she swirls. She gets your dizzy whiskey dizzy, whatever. Really good. What did Klein say? Nope, I'm here. Oh, well, good. So, if anyone's interested in a friggin' wobble glass or two, there's a way to buy them in the description below. And I'm not lying when I say this is my favorite glass I have right now. My wife actually likes them too a lot. She thinks that they're really neat, but I got a whole bunch of samples of glasses, and this was the one I ordered first because I'm different. This glass is different. It's a fun little glass. It's like just under 7 ounces. Just under 7 ounces. Just sweet. Just sweet. But I don't know if you are interested in some wobble glasses, if you look in the description below, it tells you the pricing and how to get one or two. Can I get a wobble ashtray? Maybe at some point when I take up smoking cigarellos. Every time I see a cigar video from the Bourbon Junkies, all I can think of is How does it compare to a Swisher Sweet? Andrew Buchanan, this one's for you. Andrew Buchanan. Andrew Buchanan, you get to guess the hand. Challenge coin. What hand is it in, Andrew Buchanan? I can't even drink while I'm doing this, by the way. What hand is it in? This, if you get it right, you win the coin. That's how this works. Still waiting. Andrew Buchanan says right hand. If you said right, you're wrong because you're right. Boom. Andrew Buchanan. I've got my email address in the description below. Send me your mailing address. I think you might have got a challenge coin already, actually. You might have. Oh my gosh. I just smelled that thinking it was. Andrew, send me an email, and if you already have a challenge coin, then I'll send you another or I really thought I picked this up thinking it was the old Fitz, and it blew my head off my shoulders like a grenade. Andrew Buchanan says, I had a chance but lost. Oh, sweet. Oh, so you won this time. Send me an email. My email is in the description below. It should be. If I look on the description, behind the scenes, Patreon, Wobble Glass, Presale, challenge coins, t-shirts. My email address is the first thing listed. Win on the wheel, email me here. So yeah, send me your email address there. DH Silv, hey, all late to the party. Hey, we're 2 hours deep, and I just tried to drink a whole bunch of Chattanooga whiskeys, and it was difficult. So I'm finishing off the night with a little Old Fitzgerald 15-year. Pour them out, dude. Stop torturing yourself. Well, this is what's funny. This is Old Fitzgerald 15-year. And this is the Chattanooga stuff is like a million shades darker than a 15-year bottled and bond Old Fitz. Oh, that Old Fitz is good. That's good stuff. I like it a lot. Man. So, DHL loves the Fitz 15. Michael says, when are you mailing out the wobbles? Well, I messaged you on Saturday and said I just placed the order because the pre-sales were happening. Last week it was pre-sale. So I wanted to make sure that there was enough interest for me to order a case of wobble glasses. And to be completely honest, there wasn't. There were some people who ordered them. And I thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the channel. And thanks for ordering some wobble glasses. But I didn't want to let everybody down who ordered them and say that I wasn't going to order a case. Like, I didn't want to refund anybody's money, so I just ordered a case. I got an invoice today from the company saying that they received the order and they are in production. They'll be here to me within a week. So I'll get these. I'll get the glasses by the end of the week or by the beginning of next week, and then they'll get shipped out. So I would say if you ordered a wobble glass, best case scenario, you'll get them at the end of next week. Maybe the week after that. That's all I can say. Client says he wants 2 more. That would put you at a total of 4. And that's fine. Because I just said earlier, moving across the country, ordered an entire case of glassware, and stupid. It's too dumb. So dumb. I should have waited till I found out where we were going to be at for the next 13 weeks before I ordered a case of glasses. But I didn't. I did not. Will Henry says, you're too nice, bro. Probably talking to Klein. Weebles and Wobbles. This was fun. This was the Chattanooga stuff I've never had before. Jacob, if you're in chat still, how does the Tennessee high, like the cask strength Chattanooga, like I think they call it a bourbon. I think they call it Tennessee whiskey. How does that compare to the things that I had tonight? Is it different than these, or is there the same strong barley note to it? Because I'm either happy I didn't order that or I am upset. Hard to say. Scary People says, when do you move? Shoot, my wife's contract ends on, well, her new contract starts on the 1st of June. So we'll be out of here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks maximum. 2 weeks maximum, we'll be out of here. It's weird because I don't feel like we've actually stayed in this where we're at right now. It doesn't feel like we've been here for very long. We've been here for 6 weeks so far. This whole travel nursing gig is pretty weird. It's weird, but we're enjoying it. It's fun. We're getting to see some things. Kind of cool stuff. You are too nice, man. How am I nice? What did I do? I didn't do anything. The 86 proof was the Capri Sun clone on the nose. Huh. That's weird. Huh. Oh. You know, what's strange is after having a bunch of the high malt, Chattanooga stuff, to be totally honest, the 15-year Old Fitz, it doesn't taste like, my palate is just shot because it does not taste that good. Son of a gun. That sucks. Learn about Dutchess, Connecticut, exclusive chain drive-in. Like if your grandma had a fast food spot. Oh, no kidding. One of the samples is pretty much the same, but the 91 and 111 I really enjoy, but it's drastically different than most. Yeah, I'll have to try the 111. Maybe the 111 is something that's up my alley. But we are 2 hours deep, so I think it's time to call it a night. I think it's time to wrap it up, and time to say thank you to Jacob Enrique Iglesias for sending me this 7 whiskey flight from Chattanooga Whiskey Company. It's an experimental series. I get it. It's like they're just showing you what they've been working on. And literally, it's completely different to me. I'm not used to that flavor profile at all. At all. Thrasher says, how many wobble glasses come in the case? 48, I believe. 48 glasses. Is 2 hours equal to balls deep? That is, yeah. Hey, Scotty from My Bourbon Journey just showed up. What's going on, Scotty? High five. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in and just being a part of this crap. I never thought that anybody would be watching me drink whiskey, so I appreciate it so much. The wheel is a work in progress. It'll change. It'll get better, I'm sure. This was just the first night of the wheel. We'll make this better. We'll get it better. But Ender Page says, thanks for the content. Good night, everybody. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Super cool if you did. Tomorrow, my Old Fitz 15-year review will be out, and that wraps it up. Until next Monday, my name is Matt, and this was ADHD Whiskey. Thanks, everybody, for coming on and being my pals. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for being amazing, and thanks for having a huge heart. Have a good night, guys. Head in the clouds mind on your whiskey or something. Something like that. Jeez Louise. I'm an amateur. I'm an amateur with